Continue on with Sonic Marathon. It's time for my favorite game out of the Sonic the Hedgehog Classic series. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Now, we're kicking it old school, kicking it 1992. And we're going to be kicking with Sonic alone, because we've already done Let's Plays of Sonic and Tails, and Tails alone. So right now we're playing as Sonic in Green Hill Zone Act 1. And if you know this game, basically they take the idea of 3 acts per zone and make it 2 acts per zone in this game. And this actual game was developed by Nintendo of America. I mean, Sega of America, I should say. Wrong company. And I think I usually hit that one every time. But I do love this game for its sense of speed. And we're done. 40 seconds to the first level. But yes, more color and vibrance in this game from the last one. And I do love this game, especially its close one to my heart. I haven't actually played Sonic 3 and Knuckles together, or Sonic 3 Complete, as some people might know it by, because, yeah, it just happens because I haven't actually played it at all in my life, and I wish I should have. But yes, we're playing with Emerald Hill Act 2, but basically it's a reincarnate of the classic Green Hill Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 1. And yes, I didn't hit that checkpoint, but this boss is easy and I don't think I'll need it anyway. But here he is, Dr. Robotnik from the last game is back in this Sonic the Hedgehog 2, well, the sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog. I just got impaled by the drill by accident. I thought it was the last hit already. But anyway, we've finished this zone, so we don't need to see any more of it. But technically, yes, so this is the first zone of the game. Dr. Robotnik is back to enslave South Island once again and take over the world. But as we all know, Sonic the Hedgehog is back and here to stop Dr. Robotnik from doing that. So we're here in my favorite zone in Sonic history, in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This is actually the first zone the first game it comes into, Chemical Plant Zone. And you'll probably wonder why it is my favorite zone. Because the sense of speed is just amazing in this zone. This zone is amazing for its speed up, and there is a new technique that's come from this game, apart from the last game, and that is not the rolling attack, but the spin dash, or the super spin dash, as the manual will call it. But anyway, basically the way to do it is to hold down on the D-pad or the analog stick, because I'm using doing the PlayStation 2 version of Chemical Plant Zone. But anyway, I'm not going to get those extra rings because the end of the zone is basically right here. But yeah, not as fast as my last run on this game, on this zone, but then again, it didn't go off screen this time as well, so it kind of makes sense that this runs slower than the Let's Play. Anyway, we're here in Act 2 of Chemical Plant Zone, and I don't really like this act, especially right at the end. But anyway, here is a slope, so we'll use the rolling attack to go down, go in here, and there's an extra life right there. So anyway, we go, hold down, and you keep pressing the jump button, whatever it's clocked out as, and you will start spinning. Each time you spin, you will get faster and faster out of the spin dash when you let go. So just remember that and be careful in this zone, because there is some water in this zone right at the end, so you might have to be careful. But I do love the soundtrack of this, and I do love the Sonic Generations remix of it in the modern and classic version. I do like the modern version better than the classic version, but the classic version gives me a hell of a lot of nostalgia. And a lot of people don't think I know that word, but yeah, nostalgia in a game is very heavy, especially in a character that is over 20 years old now. Nostalgia is basically everything that it can run off. Like, I mean, Mario's been doing it for like what? Years. He's been doing nostalgia for years, but his 3D adventures actually are a hell of a lot better. I'm not going to go into the special stages too much in this game, because I don't really want to do the special stages in this game. I mean, they're the half-pipe structure, I just don't really enjoy them as much as maybe, say, the Sonic 3 stages, even though I've only got maybe one Chaos Emerald in all my life, so I haven't actually done the Super Sonic boss battles in Sonic and Knuckles Doomsday Zone. But anyway, we have this gimmick, underwater gimmick, which is basically just here because the chemicals just decide to be a bit, they wanted to troll me, of course. If I could Photoshop this image and actually put an image of the troll face in, I would, but yeah, fall down here and you are not actually dead. No. You are far from it, my friend. If you actually fall down, you will hit the chicane, or if you fall down from below the first staircase on your way down, you are not dead. There will be another staircase there. It just won't move for you until you land on it. And just be careful, those platforms, they flip up and down, and they will catch you off guard at times. Now, I'm doing really slow here. Now, you don't have to hit that red spring. You can if you want to, but you might go in the water. That's why I advise you not to go in it. 4, 5, 6, 7, and basically you can just hold right in that boss. It's there for you to hit easily. And basically we're done with Chemical Plant Zone. My favorite zone in the game is very fast, and that's one of the reasons why I do love this zone, is because it's very fast, the music soundtrack fits it, I love the actual idea of this zone. Now, just to clear up, later in this marathon, I'm going to be doing Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2. And I'm going to clear it up now. I hate how many people have got the Oil Ocean idea wrong. They have gotten it wrong so much. Like, I mean, Some Call Me Johnny has got it wrong. I think that Oil Desert Zone is actually a reincarnate of, well, a mixture of Oil Ocean in this game and Sandopolis from Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, and you can see that it would fit, Sandopolis would fit in it, because it has those sand traps like Sandopolis does as well. Oh, there's a step there, okay. It's just, it's very hidden, and it's actually a very nice hidden spot. Meow. Alright, hit this spring. springboard, I should say. I think it is a springboard, and we are done. There. In the Sonic and Tails Let's Play, I've actually I didn't actually get through this zone pretty well. 50,000 points there. Anyway, in Act 2, it's basically the same as Aquatic Ruin Zone Act 1. But there's a hell of a lot more water sections in this zone, so, well, in this act especially. This zone likes to screw you over at times because it just seems like it should, and I don't reckon it should a hell of a lot. I mean, yes, it's an underwater level, but in this zone, you don't have to even touch the water at times. You probably don't even have to touch the water. If you're that good, you don't have to touch the water. In fact, if you're that good, you won't even touch the water in this zone. And that's a major factor. I mean, how the hell is... the water level is supposed to be the water level. It's supposed to be there. Oh, and it's starting to troll me. Well, lucky they missed, because it didn't do very well. And I say this is a bit trippy, actually. This underwater level is actually very trippy with the pattern in the background, because it moves up and down a hell of a lot, and it just almost got crushed. I'm just gonna get an air bubble here. I might not need it, but I will probably need it. I don't know. So I'm getting it for reassurance that I wasn't gonna make it in the water, and somehow it just glitched to say that I was on the marble step there. Cheap. This is why I hate this zone, because it can be cheap. I'll just wait for that to get ahead. Go. Now you might remember these statues from Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2, if you have played it. This is at the start of the Sylvania Castle Zone, Sylvania Castle Zone boss. But then Dr. Robotnik actually throws a curveball and smashes the pillars to say, haha, you just got trolled by me, I've actually got a new boss, rather than a recycled one, which is basically Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1. It's basically recycled stuff, and I mean, it's I'm guessing it was to see if they could still make the 2D perspective game.